Okay, it is 12 p.m. Eastern. Um, we probably will have a few more people pop in, which is great. We'll allow them in as they arrive, but in the interest of keeping everything on schedule, I figure we'll get started now. So, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Lisa Patman. I am the Director of Sales and Client Services here at Access E11. I'd like to introduce you to my colleagues who are joining us on this webinar today. Renee Villeneuve, he is our Director of Product Engineering, and Taylor Elderton, he is our Marketing Specialist. So thank you everyone, and thanks guys for joining us. Um, so for the presentation, I'm going to turn off my camera and just let you guys focus on the slides in front of us. So I hope you all enjoy the presentation, and I think we'll get started now.
If you have
Okay.
questions throughout, you're able to put them in the chat and me or Renee will answer them. You can raise your hand and there will be polls throughout as well.
Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, so to implement a digital approach to citizen communication. In today's interconnected world, municipalities like yours are the backbone of local governance, often facing unique challenges and opportunities that require resourcefulness, creativity, and a deep connection with your residents. We understand the commitment and dedication it takes to serve your communities day in and day out. During this webinar, we'll be diving into the transformative power of digital tools in municipal governance and how they can help you enhance citizen engagement, streamline processes, and build trust within your communities. Again, thank you for being here. And as Taylor said, let's make this engaging. So if you have any questions, please put it in the chat, raise your hands. We've got both Taylor and Renee to monitor that and myself as well to answer. So feel free, make it engaging. This is here to help you and, inform you. And that is our intent. So here we go. So digital communications are expected by residents. So driving citizen satisfaction has become an important indicator of the overall performance of local government, providing tools that residents want to use and communicating in ways they expect. This will help enhance overall satisfaction and remove barriers between citizens and their municipalities. So why is this shift happening and what does it mean for municipalities? So studies have shown that a significant 72% of residents express interest in accessing government services using their mobile devices. That's a clear indicator of the direction municipalities are moving in. They want 24/7 access. One of the primary reasons is the need for 24/7 access to government information and services. Residents lead busy lives, and they expect the convenience of accessing what they need when they need it, even outside of traditional office hours. They want improved accessibility. Digital communication significantly improves accessibility. It levels the playing field for everyone, making it easier for residents with diverse needs to access essential services and information. There's real-time information and metrics. Another critical aspect is the delivery of real-time information and metrics. Residents want to stay informed about what's happening in their community right now, from updates on local projects to real-time data on government performance. Essentially, digital communications allow municipalities to meet residents where they are, providing instant access to vital information and services through the devices they use every day. So let's explore how embracing digital tools can help us not only meet, but exceed these expectations, ultimately enhancing our residents' experience and trust in their local government. And before we move on, I'd like to ask you all a question. We mentioned some polls. So on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being very unsatisfied and 5 being very satisfied, how would you rate your municipality's current level of digital engagement with your residents? And if I said 5 both times, I meant 1 as unsatisfied and 5 as satisfied. Okay, I'll just give everyone another second to make sure everyone's had a chance to respond. Okay. I think anyone else want to answer? If not, I think we can move the poll and continue on. Perfect. And so digital tools drive transparency and efficiency for municipalities. So digital tools can automate and streamline internal processes, allowing more work to get done in the same amount of time. This improvement can increase citizen trust and empower them to engage with their own community. It allows for transparency, which digital tools enable municipalities to publish information, updates, important documents. You can provide residents with easy access to crucial information. This transparency fosters trust by allowing residents to track progress, view meeting minutes, and stay informed about government decisions. It increases efficiency. Automation through digital tools streamlines internal processes, reducing manual paperwork and administrative tasks. Employees can focus on more valuable and complex tasks, which ultimately leads to increased productivity. By embracing digital tools, municipalities can not only enhance transparency and accountability, but can also operate more efficiently, meeting the evolving expectations of residents. But with all of that and knowing all of this, there's still barriers restricting this adoption. What are some of those barriers that lead to a low adoption of digital solutions? There's a few of them outlined here. We have staff inertia. Some employees resist change. We all we all deal with that reality, particularly when transitioning to digital tools. Training, how do we alleviate that? Training and change management strategies can help with this. Often there's a lack of options or tools. In some cases, some municipalities just don't have the necessary digital tools. So more and more, we're recognizing that it's essential to assess and invest in appropriate technology. The one that I think can hinder a lot of municipalities from the folks I speak with regularly is the current approach of it's good enough. It's not broke. Why fix it? There's a perception that current methods are sufficient, but that often can hinder progress rather. You know, the importance here is to highlight to the digital tools and the benefits there and help overcome that mindset. Demographics, there's a vast, variety of demographics in any community. We have so many different age groups with varying levels of comfort with technology. And when we try to decide what these digital tools will be, the strategy should consider the diverse needs of those residents. And funding support, always a big issue and a big barrier. Finding adequate funding, it is crucial for implementing digital solutions. So how do we get around this? We try to explore potential funding resources and cost-saving opportunities. So trying to understand and address these barriers is essential for successful adoption and realizing the benefits of digital tools. And I'm going to hit you with another poll really quickly, and I apologize. But which of the following are the barriers to implementing digital tools in your municipality? And you can select all that apply. If there's only one, great. If there's all five, great. So we'll take a minute and just see, I've seen them all and many municipalities who have all simultaneously. I'll give it another minute to take a look. Um, it is always those barriers to adoption in so many ways impact us in ways we don't think about it regularly. Okay, if we're done, I think we can close I'll give it another minute just to make sure everyone's had a chance to participate. Okay, I think everyone's had a chance. Okay, so moving on to the impact of not adopting a digital solution. As you can see here, we've got a sort of highlight of what some of those impacts can be. So without digital solutions and not adopting them, you can have a lack of transparency. With the digital tools, without digital tools, rather, transparency may suffer, leading to a lack of trust among residents who expect easy access to information. There's reporting challenges. Manual reporting can be time consuming and error prone. I know I am very error prone myself at times, so having the digital tools definitely helps me make fewer mistakes. And that's the reality for most people. It provides accurate and efficient reporting capabilities. Once it's in those tools, you're able to extract that information very easily. There's also no visibility available across an organization. The lack of digital tools can hinder communication and collaboration within the community, leading to inefficiencies and silos. I know that I always appreciate, even on my team, the digital tools we use to keep up to speed with what each of us is doing when we're not all together. Extremely valuable. And manual process, this is something that I think we can all relate to. We're just humans. We're prone to errors. It can have serious consequences in municipal operations. Being able to have a digital process can help, alleviate some of those errors. It impacts the underscore and the importance of adopting, sorry, these impacts underscore the importance of adopting digital tools to enhance transparency, efficiency, and overall municipal performance. Um, and the final one, it makes you a little less competitive. The truth is, all municipalities need to be competitive. You want to have residents stay and businesses and folks make investments. Not having digital tools can limit that ability. So it's important to, utilize these tools to help create an even better community. Okay, next we have, and as I said, feel free to ask questions as we go along. So how do we build a digital relationship with citizens? Well, I always call it the three legs of the stool. You listen, you exchange ideas, and you deliver results. When we listen to citizen feedback, their concerns and suggestions. This really is the foundation of a strong digital relationship. And you use digital channels to actively engage with residents and understand their needs. We also take time to exchange ideas. Those digital tools provide platforms that residents can use to share ideas and collaborate with the municipality on community projects and other things. It encourages citizen participation and involvement, and it allows you to deliver those results. Building trust requires delivering on promises and consistently addressing citizen concerns. Digital tools can help track that progress and communicate those results effectively. By implementing these principles, municipalities can foster a sense of ownership and engagement among residents, ultimately strengthening their communities. So, what are some of the tools we can use to build a citizen relationship? Well, luckily, there's lots. We have websites, social media, mobile apps, emails, SMS, voice, walk in, all the things. So, what do some of these tools do? A website? Well, websites serve as a central hub for information, services, engagement. It provides a platform for residents to access resources and stay informed. Social media, they enable real time communication and community engagement. They're ideal for sharing updates, hosting discussions, and reaching a broad audience. Mobile apps. Mobile apps they offer convenience for residents on the go. I have lots of apps. We all have lots of apps, I'm sure. And it allows you to access services, report issues, and receive alerts directly on your smartphone. Um, Email and SMS, both are effective for delivering important announcements, newsletters, and updates directly to your residents' inboxes or phones. And voice and walk ins, they both serve um, voice services, including automated phone systems and in person services, walk in centers. These can cater to residents who prefer traditional channels, which, in my experience, is still the preferred method with most residents these days. All this to say, by providing a diverse set of communication channels, municipalities can engage residents through their preferred methods, ensuring broader reach and improved accessibility. So let me ask you this. Which of the following methods are currently being used by your municipality to engage with citizens? Any, all, some? Okay. Give it another second before we move on to the next slide. Okay, well, let's dig into each of these tools a little bit deeper. Websites. So 77% of local governments rate their website as essential to their overall communication and public service strategy. But only 34% of respondents rated their agency's websites as highly effective. So, what are some of the things that are, crucial to a website? We've got transparency and citizen satisfaction. Research consistently shows that there's a direct link between government transparency and citizen satisfaction. Even in situations where citizens have to deal with less pleasant tasks like paying bills or filing permits, an open and transparent website can mitigate frustration. It provides citizens with the information they need to understand processes, requirements, and outcomes. One of the big benefits is it's available anywhere, anytime. A municipal website is the digital gateway that's available anywhere at any time. We all know that. It's great to be able to access it. Residents can access essential services, information, and updates from the comfort of their homes, their smartphones, or when they're at work. It's a first digital touch point for many citizens. Often the municipal website is the first digital touch point for citizens. It's the initial place they turn to when seeking information or engaging with local government. Ensuring that this first impression is positive and productive is essential. One of the things about a website, however, is it's fairly static. So it's important to note that websites can be fairly static, and we typically provide information like contact details, forms, and resources. While the static nature is useful providing foundational information, it also means websites may not facilitate the dynamic engagement that residents expect through more interactive channels. So we got to remember that websites play a crucial role in enhancing transparency, providing accessibility, and serving as a primary point of contact with our residents. But they're just one piece of a digital puzzle, and it's essential to understand their strengths and limitations as we strive to improve our digital engagement with our communities. Social media, another big one and very popular. So it's become an integral part of how local governments engage with residents. It has an 82% impact on operations. In fact, a staggering 82% of local governments have felt the significant impact on social media on their operations, and just 29% felt like their government's social media presence was highly effective. This statistic does highlight the transformative power of social platforms. It does allow municipalities to have direct engagement with citizens, and one of the primary strengths of social media is its ability to facilitate direct engagement through platforms like Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We can have real time conversations with our community, answer questions, share updates, and address concerns promptly. And the great thing about social media, it is widely adopted and easy to use. Most people are using it. Um, Citizens of all ages are on these platforms, making them an effective channel to reach a broad audience. Another big bonus, they're free. And that is a giant advantage to municipalities, being that limited funds. This accessibility levels the playing field, allowing municipalities of all sizes to engage with residents without significant financial barriers. However, it's very difficult to control messaging on social media. I know you've all probably been there. So that's a real challenge, and it is, hard to control the messaging. Information can spread rapidly on these platforms, and managing the narrative in a crisis or addressing misinformation can be very challenging. And the usage is always changing. The landscape of social media is ever evolving. New platforms emerge, usage patterns change. So, staying up to date and adapting to these changes is crucial for managing effective communication. Effectively leveraging social media involves balancing these benefits with proactive management of challenges to maintain a positive digital presence. Our next contestant is the mobile apps. So, mobile apps offer a convenient and accessible way to engage with residents, but there are important factors to consider. Specific to municipalities' needs is a positive. Mobile apps are designed specifically for municipalities, and they can be tailored to address the unique needs of your communities. They provide a platform for residents to access services, report issues, and receive important updates directly on their smartphones. They also encourage frequent usage. One of the advantages of mobile apps is they encourage frequent usage for citizens to have easy access to essential services and information with just a few taps on their mobile devices, fostering a regular interaction with local government. However, they can be expensive to create and maintain. It's crucial to acknowledge that developing and maintaining a mobile app can be costly. It requires investments in design, development, and ongoing maintenance. And it's essential to carefully consider the return on those investments and ensure that the app serves a meaningful purpose. And probably the biggest barrier of all with mobile app is the low adoption rate. Another challenge with mobile apps is they often face a low adoption rate. A study showed that only 37% of citizens use their city's mobile app in the first 4 years. And this low adoption rate may be due to factors like app discoverability and residents' preferences for other communication channels. So when we're considering a mobile app, sorry, we should carefully assess costs, adoption rates, and specific needs of our communities before embarking on on mobile app development. And on to email and SMS. So email and SMS, another great way to communicate with our residents. Um, However, only 70% of municipalities, or it is good, 70 is good, 70% of municipalities use SMS. So it's worth noting that 70% of municipalities report using some form of SMS to interact with their citizen. So there is widespread adoption of text messaging as a communication tool in local government. We have a sorry, we have a direct connection with citizens. Both email and SMS provide a direct and personal connections with citizen. Messages land directly in their inboxes or on their mobile devices, ensuring that important information reaches them promptly. We also have the ability to do segmentation and audience building. One of the strengths of email and SMS is their ability to facilitate audience segmentation. This means tailoring messages specific to groups of residents based on their interests or needs. We also have a improved efficiency outreach. Email and SMS are invaluable during emergencies. They offer quick and reliable means of reaching residents with critical information, such as weather alerts, evacuation notices, or safety instructions. It does require detailed strategy. So it is important to recognize that effective use of email and SMS requires a detailed strategy. This includes considerations such as message timing, frequency, content, and opt in processes to comply with privacy regulations. Developing a strategy is essential to ensure your communications are well received and achieve their intended impact. Okay. And now the most popular way that I see is the voice and phone calls and walk
Lisa,
ins. Yeah.
sorry, Ken had a question. Just I'm going to go back to the social media slide.
Yep.
He just wants you to clarify or explain significant impact for influencing policy. You mentioned that during the social media slide.
Social media slide. Just let me go back to my notes. Okay. Okay, during our social media slide has become, sorry, Ken, I'm just
Yeah,
going back through
Ken, I'm
my,
assuming you mean the quote we have there. It's coming from a GovTech article, so
there we go,
you
thank
have
you.
the reference there if you want to
Oh,
know a bit more about
Yeah,
exactly what they meant when they extracted that stat. It's not a survey we ran ourselves.
there we
yeah.
go.
So that was I can actually because I found that I get what he's asking about now. So it wasn't specifically about policy. It's just when they did a survey, this GovTech, they found that 82% of the local governments that they surveyed felt that social media had an impact on the way they operated, whether it's communicating with citizens or hearing feedback from citizens through social media or having to respond to social media, whether good or bad. So it's not necessarily on policy specifically, but just social media was impacting the way local government and staff did their jobs and operated essentially. So hopefully that helped clarify that. Okay, perfect.
Thanks, Ken.
Okay. Yes, thank you for your question.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, yeah, for voice and walk-in, I mean, I'm sure you guys would agree, and I still see it consistently. It remains voice. We refer to phone calls, all the different ways that someone will speak directly to you, and folks walking in to speak in person to let you know what their concerns are or any of their services they may require. Um, you know, despite the digital age, in-person visits and phone calls remain citizens' top two preferred methods of connecting with local governments. And this preference highlights the enduring value of personal and direct communication. Some of the things that are great about this is that instant confirmation. You know, one of the advantage of voice interactions, whether it's on the phone or in person, it's the ability to provide instant confirmation and sometimes a resolution. They can get immediate answers to their questions and address concerns in real time. It often also avoids miscommunications. So, direct communications like voice and in person visits help avoid miscommunications. There's less room for misunderstanding that sometimes can occur when written or digital. We all know how those misunderstood texts can impact one another. This is no different. And it's available to anybody. You know, governments are accessible to all. So there's no barriers, regardless of what your access to digital technology is. You know, even if you're a resident suffering with homelessness, you can still walk into your municipal office and speak to someone. So the barriers are eliminated because we are there for everyone. And it's inclusive and ensures all residents have a means to engage with local government. However, it should be combined with digital solutions. And these traditional methods, I still believe, are the most important. And it's vital to recognize that they should be combined with digital solutions. So integrating them into a broader digital strategy ensures that all residents can engage in a way that suits them best. There can be increased labor and time constraints with, speaking directly and in person all the time. So managing those in-person inquiries and phone call is also important when utilizing your digital tools. So utilizing voice and walk-in services should be complemented with digital tools to ensure comprehensive citizen engagement while addressing the challenges. So those are some of the challenges that we've looked at. What does it look like taking all of this information and creating a successful digital um, environment? What does that look like? And municipalities are all unique, but ultimately everyone's working towards the same goal. So, what does it look like when we talk about implementation of digital tools in municipal government? So, enhanced citizen engagement. One measure of success is a higher level of citizen engagement. Success could mean residents actively participating in community discussions, proposing ideas, providing feedback through digital channels. Success could look like efficient service delivery. Success involves efficient and timely service delivery. With digital tools, success might look like reduced response times to citizen inquiries and faster resolution of issues. Success might look like Data-driven decision-making. Success means using data effectively. Municipalities can consider themselves successful when they make informed decisions based on data insights gathered through digital tools. It can look like improved transparency. Success can be seen in increased transparency of municipal operations. This means providing residents with easy access to information, budgets, and project updates. Success can also look like cost savings. It might mean reducing operational costs through process automation and optimization. This frees up resources for other community improvements. It also looks like community empowerment. A successful digital transformation empowers residents to take an active role in shaping their community's future, contributing ideas and collaborating on local projects. Success also can look like enhanced trust. It can be measured by an increase in trust between the municipality and its residents. Building trust through open and transparent communication is a vital indicator of success. And it can also look like adaptability. Success also means being adaptable to future technological changes and community needs. Municipalities should be ready to evolve and scale their digital tools as necessary. Defining success is essential because it serves as a guidepost for municipalities as they embark on their digital transformation journey. By clearly defining success, municipalities can set specific goals and measure their progress towards achieving them. It's not just about implementing technology, it's about achieving meaningful outcomes for your communities. And we are blessed enough to work with communities all across North America, and we've seen success with several, but just to capture a few that we've worked with, as an example, Lauderhill in Florida. They launched their Lauderhill Listens campaign. They embarked on that campaign where they implemented individual commissioner web forms, and this provided residents with a direct link to each of their elected officials. And success here meant giving residents a voice and facilitating direct engagement between commissioners and the community. In Hastings Highlands, they were really focused on their customer service strategy. So they created a comprehensive strategy. They streamlined their customer service approach and made organizational changes to better serve their residents. And in doing so, success for them was about enhancing that customer service, improving resident satisfaction, and creating a more efficient organization. And with Cornerbrook, Newfoundland, again, they had a citizen satisfaction survey that allowed them to, they conducted with their citizens, and they identified their customer service and communications as key priorities. And success for them was tied to measuring citizen satisfaction and using their findings to develop a process improvement plan. These examples illustrate that success can take various forms, and they may include a variety of things, many of what we've just discussed on the previous slide, but enhancing citizen engagement, so giving your residents a voice and facilitating direct interactions, efficiency and service improvements, so streamlining processes, improving customer service, and making organizational changes, and data-driven decision-making, measuring satisfaction and using data to drive improvements. So all municipalities, again, you guys all work so hard towards many of the same goals, but take different approaches and methods and prioritize at different times. So success is unique to each of you, but there's lots of different ways, I guess, to put on that glass slipper. So the question now is, how would you get started on implementing now that we've just on implementing a digital solution? So we've discussed benefits, challenges, potential outcomes. There's a practical question. How do you get started in the transformation journey? Well, here are some key steps. We remove some of those barriers to success, and it does not have to be hard. We evaluate the needs. So like many of the municipalities I just highlighted, you start by conducting a thorough evaluation of your municipality's needs. What specific challenges are you facing? What are the pain points in your current processes? Once you've done that, you define your objectives. So define clear objectives for your digital transformation. What are you trying to achieve? What outcomes do you expect? And then you review the tools. Assess the available digital tools and technology solutions. Are there existing systems that can be upgraded or integrated? What new tools do you require to meet your objectives? And then you build a strategy. So once you build a strategy, So sorry, when you build a strategy, so you develop your strategic plan that outlines how you're going to achieve your objectives using the identified tools. I'm going to speak a little further to that on this slide, the next slide. So when you go to build your digital strategy, Taylor.
We have a poll in place.
Oh, I
On the
thought it was
slide.
on the next slide. I thought it was on slide 17. Sorry. Apologies.
That's
My
okay.
apologies. I lie. Rewind, guys. My apologies. Okay, so back to building a strategy. We're going to develop our strategic plan, and that strategy should include timelines, responsible parties, and key performance KPIs, key performance indicators. So, poll: do you have a strategy in place for your citizen engagement? Sorry about that. See, human error. Okay, I'll give you guys another minute. Meanwhile, we can probably flip to the next slide. Okay, and thank you all who responded to all our polls. I appreciate that. Okay, so to sort of talk a little more about when you're building your strategy. So some of the things, once you've laid that groundwork for your digital transformation, it's time to move forward and implement a solution. So building a solid strategy for this phase is essential. Let's look at some of those steps. One, you need to get approval with your stakeholders. So gaining approval from your key stakeholders within your municipality is crucial. This includes your elected officials, your department heads, and other decision makers. And make sure that there's alignment between the digital solution and the municipality's overall goals and objectives. Your second step, once you've established which solution you need, you sign your contract with your vendor. So once that approval is secured and you work with your selected vendor to finalize that contract, and make sure that that contract includes clear terms, expectations, and timelines. Once that is in place, you embark on your administrative training. So provide training to your administrators and IT staff responsible for managing the digital solution. And they should be well equipped to oversee the implementation and any ongoing maintenance. Not all digital solutions require ongoing maintenance, but some do. So if it does, you should have that in place. Staff training. So once your administrators are trained, you should train all your relevant municipal staff and help them learn how they will use the new digital tools in their day-to-day work. And this I've seen firsthand is extremely important. And making sure that your staff understands and are able to effectively use those tools to enhance their productivity is very important. And then once you've got your staff trained, work on the citizen outreach and the communication with your public, letting them know about this digital transformation. Launch a communication campaign to inform citizens about those upcoming changes and improvements and highlight the benefits of these digital tools and how they're going to enhance their engagement and their services. And then when you've got these in place, go live. Execute a go live phase and date. Monitor that rollout as closely as you can to address any issues that may arise and provide immediate support as needed. Building a strategy to implement new digital tools is crucial to ensure a smooth transition. And by involving stakeholders and providing training and communicating effectively with citizens, you can maximize the success of digital transformation and efforts. Remember that the implementation phase is a critical step in realizing the benefits of your digital tools and ultimately enhancing the services you provide to your community. So to continue on with our digital tool that will help me meet some of these goals, Access E11 is, every interaction is an opportunity to build a better community. It is a robust tool that empowers municipalities to streamline their operations, enhance communication, and provide a superior experience for residents. We have some key features and capabilities. We have a very powerful CRM, a customer relationship component. So it allows you to have a CRM system tailored to the needs of your municipality. It allows you to manage the interactions with residents efficiently, track service requests, and provide timely responses. It allows you to manage those requests. So residents can easily submit requests and inquiries through various channels, including a mobile app and through our web form. And then municipal staff can manage those requests, and our system automates those requests for you, so you do not have to do them yourself. There are some communication tools within it, within the system for email campaigns and such. And it has a very robust analytic and reporting functionality. So it allows you to report on all the activities that are relevant in your community. Your residents can access it on any device. So it's responsive. The web form on a link on your website is responsive on any mobile device. It allows you to have enhanced citizen engagement. So we promote citizen engagement by offering residents convenient ways to interact with their municipality and stay informed. It is efficient and transparent, so it streamlines those municipal processes, reducing response times and enhancing transparency in your service deliveries. And we have very strong customization. This is one of the things that I find extraordinarily valuable. It allows allows municipalities to tailor the platform to your unique needs. And our implementation and support team, we are very proud of. We provide support and training and ongoing assistance to ensure that municipalities maximize the benefits of our platform. So I'll highlight some of the things that are available in the platform. We have change the way your residents interact with you. We have a 24/7 ability to communicate. Access E11 opens the door to allow 24/7 communication between your municipality and your residents. This means that community members can reach out to you, ask questions, report issues, or seek assistance anytime, day or night. You can track your issue statuses. They can not only initiate contact, but also track the status of their requests and inquiries. So this level of transparency reassures residents that their concerns are being addressed promptly and efficiently. It will gain transparency on current activities for you. So not only residents, but you guys can see what's going on your projects and what the updates are and any types of events. We have our web form, which is your residents can submit issues very easily. So they can submit their concerns, requests, and feedback in a straightforward and convenient channel. We've got a public portal that enables public visibility, so you can easily see what is active and live in your community. And then we have a private portal, so more of a citizen self-service. So when a resident reaches out to you, they have the ability to communicate privately with you through that channel as well. So, it's a comprehensive solution designed to change the way that residents engage with your municipality. And if we go to the next slide, we can take a look. This is sort of the, view into what it looks like. Some of the different channels that I was referring to on the previous slide, we can see that we have those 3 channels are reporting and the different ways of taking the information in. So not only do we have, all of the different functionality, but it is a very robust and intuitive cloud-based solution. It's a modern platform that embraces that technology. So it's adaptable to the evolving needs of your municipality and your residents. It's easy to use. And truthfully, one of the standout features of the platform is that it is very easy for both staff and residents to use. We have a very high adoption rate, and the user interface is very, very friendly. We do have the ability to customize that and make it look and feel the way that makes sense for your municipality with our configurable dashboards. So it allows you to customize the view and access information that matters most to you. And it's unique to each user and remembered each time you log on. So whether it's checking the status of a request or monitoring the performance metrics, these dashboards are available, customizable, and they offer you real-time insights. We also offer a robust API. So this allows us to integrate with any existing solutions you may have in place. And it promotes the interoperability and allows for more connected and efficient digital ecosystem. So it's more than just a software solution. It's a modern, adaptable, and user-centric platform designed to empower municipalities and your residents.
Lisa, we have one question quick.
Yep.
Someone's asking if the platform is AODA compliant.
Yes.
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 Sorry, that was it. That's the question.
Yep, that's okay. That's fine. And then, again, if anyone has any other questions, please. And if we go to the next slide, which will be about questions, I'm just going to highlight sort of what we discussed. So far we've discussed, we explored the impact of digital tools on municipal governments and engagement. We've discussed the rising expectation for digital communication among residents and the barriers to adoption. We've highlighted the consequences of not embracing digital solutions and emphasizing the need for transparency and efficiency. There's various communication channels, including websites, social media, mobile apps, email, and SMS, available, and each offering unique benefits and challenges. And then we use some real world examples showcasing improved citizen satisfaction on streamlining services and organizational enhancements. And then to close it off, we highlighted Access E11, our cloud-based solution, which is a very versatile tool tailored with tailored interfaces, configurable dashboards, and a robust API integration. So thank you all for your time. If there's, any questions that you have, I would love to hear them and discuss.
You can unmute yourself as well. I've allowed mics, so if people want to ask questions vocally, they can. We do have one person typing a question.
I saw that, but that's like the when you're waiting for that text to come in and it goes away.
Yeah.
I hope that it's provided some valuable insights for you guys. I recognize digital tools are kind of a crucial part in the evolution of local governments, and we thought it would be meaningful to discuss that with you today. So if you have any questions or would like to know more, I'd be more than happy to discuss it here now or in the future.
And we will be sending out a recorded copy of this to anyone who signed
Can we
up.
track, collect database, and like absolutely. You most certainly can.
What platforms are your clients typically migrating from?
It's a combination of things. A lot of our customers, depending on the size of municipalities, may have nothing in place. I hate naming competitors of platforms that they've been using and come to us. There's a few, but they are, yeah. So there's a few that they've migrated from that weren't really meeting their needs. Or another common one we have is they're using one that's more directed for an asset management type thing, which we have an integration with, and they're not getting the sort of citizen side of things where they can track and manage those issues on a more comprehensive approach. So the built-in issue management systems that are in more complex, larger scaled systems aren't meeting the needs of municipalities. So they're reaching out for us for that. Any with the TTF? I can't think of that right now, but I'm going to rack my brain, Kenny, and let you know later. I guess it's just Ken. I mixed your two names together. So yeah, I will think about that one. But I'd be happy to discuss further if you'd like. Okay, well, I think if there's no questions, any other questions, if you would like to discuss Access E11 with me ever at any point, I would be happy. Not
Oh, we just got
currently.
one.
No, I see it.
Okay.
We're not currently. I'm also not currently, no. But yeah, not currently. Not to say that we won't be. Renee may be having more knowledge of that than me. He does the development, but not currently. We're not part of the Alert Ready program. I should mention to all of you, if any of you are attending ICMA next week, we will be there. I think we're booth 1328, Taylor, is that correct?
Yes, we are.
So if you are there, we'd love to see you. Yeah, currently not the Alert Ready, but oh, there we go. This
Thank
is
you,
one of
Marcel.
our, Marcel is one of our current Access C11 communities. So thank you, I appreciate that. For any of you who don't have the chat open, Marcel has shared what we liked about this tool versus his old tool is the private channel for sending updates back to the resident without sharing our team members' work email, which is very nice as well. Sometimes those residents can get really friendly is the word I'm going to use, very friendly with the number of emails that they send. Yeah, I hope this information was of value to you guys, and you know, it's there's a lot happening in municipalities all over North America and embracing digital tools, and I know there's a ton of them out there. So happy to discuss and see if our solution is something in your plans. Yeah, that's Renee or Taylor. Do you have anything you would like to add?
No, I was just going to thank you, Lisa, for the presentation. Thank everyone for joining.
Great.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Thanks a lot to everybody for spending the time on your busy days to listen to what we had to say. And if you need more details, we'll be happy to help.
Yeah,
exactly.
I hope to see some of you at ICMA.
That would be great. Yes, come find us if you are there. I'd love to say hello.
My first
and
show
until the
ever,
next
so.
webinar, yes, Taylor's first show ever, which will be fun. And so until the next webinar, and if you want to reach out, please do. And again, I thank you all for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.